right at the back of the stands here, as you say, down in pitch level. The corner flags look to be still enough. Both teams in their familiar colours tonight. That's obviously Cliftonville in the red and the white trim, and Ballinamallard in their familiar blue with the white trim. Both captains going through the pre-match handshakes this evening, and the referee tonight, the referees and assistants tonight. The referee is Tom Symington. His first assistant is Sam Naylor, second assistant is Finton Coyle, and the fourth official tonight is Jonathan Cartmill. So kick-off almost upon us as both teams go through the pre-match huddles. Referees and linesmen, the assistants, go and check the netting before things get underway here. In terms of the head coaches this evening, Cliftonville are guided under Mark Smith, obviously. Bobby, did you ever play against him in the Irish League days?
I'm not sure, maybe towards the end of his esteemed Irish League career, but I certainly would have watched him a lot. I actually came through at Cliftonville's Academy from 12 to 15. I remember him scoring a late header in a game against Linfield to win 1-0, so I certainly watched him a lot as a centre back, and it's great for a lot of these players to have someone like him to learn from, and similar in the Ballinamallard ranks with their coaching staff.
Yes, Ballinamallard, their head coach is Ryan Beacom, familiar name on the assistant coaches there. Mark Stafford, obviously a player who's played plenty of times with Ballinamallard and Linfield in the Irish League. So we're almost ready for kick-off, and it will be Cliftonville that will get us going here. Cliftonville just about to take kick-off. Referee blows his whistle and we're underway, and a long ball forward from Patrick McVicker. Cliftonville trying to get their foot on the ball. Ballinamallard getting their first touch in the ball. Nice pass out towards Daniel Barker. Barker gives it in field. Nice pass out to Daniel Barker. Barker gets a ball out of his feet. Decent ball into the area. Cliftonville defence get their first touch of the ball before they play it long, and touch of the ball for the Ballinamallard goalkeeper Nathan Hunter. Hunter finds his teammate. Referee makes his first decision. The free kick will go the way of the Mallards. Alex Brownlee just places the ball. Brownlee plays it long as he tries to find his teammates in the blue. Ballinamallard in their familiar colours tonight. Jack Barry there with a good run from midfield. It looked a certain foul, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, both teams have been a good start to the game. I think it's sometimes you get a very nervy and cagey, but both teams seem to be going for it. And certainly on this pitch, it's difficult to be cagey because there's so much space that. So it's good to see both teams really trying to attack from on the front foot and play the right way.
Early throw in for Cliftonville. Dara Grandels takes a throw. Throw-in goes down the line. Of course, it's Cliftonville's number 3. Darren McGrandles comes from a footballing family. His brother, who were mentioning before, Conal, has played for some Irish League teams. Warren Point, I think he's at Ballyclare Comrades at the minute.
Yeah, I think he maybe came through Cliftonville as well and sort of changed between being again, as I say, would have been a couple of years older than me, but one week was a striker and the next a centre back. So it's good to see his brother now playing at left back. So they're covering all the bases of a good five-a-side team. But he's not just quite as tall as Conal, but he's nearly there too. And both teams look to have plenty of height. It's certainly they look to have good physical attributes, and both have plenty of height in their team. Cameron
Crook plays the ball into the box for Ballinamallard. Cliftonville, credit to them, they defend it well. Challenge comes in. Referee. Let's play continue. Ballinamallard player there seemed to hurt himself the way he went in the tackle.
Yeah, it was a good tackle, but sometimes you tackle with that outside foot, and if you make the block, it can sometimes just overextend your ankle. But hopefully he's okay. I think the last thing anybody wants is someone to get injured in a match of this magnitude. But I'm sure he'll be okay, and it didn't look too serious.
Yeah, their number 8, Cameron Crook, gets back to his feet. Jack Berry in possession for the Reds. Lovely pass out to the far side of the pitch, and the sliding challenge comes in. The assistant referee will give the decision the way of Ballinamallard.
Yeah, super play from Jack Berry. Obviously, he's he actually came on against us on Saturday for Cliftonville, and looks a really good talent, and I'm sure he would have learned a lot from that experience, and as a player I'm really looking forward to seeing now tonight at his own level. He's probably one of, I'm sure, Cliftonville's go-to men, and already they seem to be looking for him when they get the ball.
That's some week for him too, isn't it? Coming on at the Oval, fast forward a week and he's playing at Windsor Park.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity for him, and he did well when he came on. He always seemed to me like someone that really wanted the ball and wasn't scared to take it, which was very, very good. And yeah, as you say, this is a great opportunity for him again tonight to do well. And not sure if he'll be in the North Belfast derby again tomorrow, but I'd say this match might do him. 2 games in a week's more than enough for anybody.
Certainly is. So Cliftonville throw in far side of the pitch. Ballinamallard defence deals with that. It was a clearance from Alex McGee. There's Aaron Smeaton. Challenge comes in. Mallard still in possession as the ball is played forward. Logan Wallace, the Cliftonville captain, clears his lines, and then his pass just slightly too much on it as he looked for the run off the number 11, Jack Berry. And you mentioned the Bobby, but so far in the game, Jack Berry looks tidy player, and he's one that's caught the eye for Cliftonville so far, probably.
Yeah, I think he misjudged that. I think it was a great diagonal ball, but I think he was sort of letting it bounce. And on this pitch, again, some of these players may be used to playing on 3G pitches or pitches that aren't watered, but that's one of the things that I suppose at Windsor, that they always have it well watered. So as soon as that ball came along there, as soon as it bounced, it can skid away from you. But I suppose in these early exchanges, it'll take a couple of minutes for them all to get used to that. But again, you can see Cliftonville, as soon as they get the ball, looking to play that ball and be quite direct and get it to Berry.
Both these teams obviously playing in the final this evening. In terms of Cliftonville, they've scored 21 goals in the process to get to this final. They've only conceded 2. And regarding Ballinamallard, they scored 9 in the process getting to the final, and they've only conceded 3. So Cliftonville did have a massive win in one of their earlier fixtures. They actually beat Ballyclare by 14 goals to 0. Something you see often.
No, God help them. But it's good to see a ruthless side of their game, and I suppose that's where you learn a lot of these skills. But I'm sure that wasn't a good night for Ballyclare.
The referee awards the decision the way of Ballinamallard here, so this will be a chance for Ballinamallard to swing the ball into the box. As you can see, the centre backs are coming up.
We can't really see them, but there seems to be a good crowd beneath us because they're making plenty of noise with the vuvuzelas and so on.
I hope there's no landing. So a free kick for Ballinamallard. Cameron Crook just awaits the referee's whistle. Looks as if he'll swing this set piece in with his left foot. Here comes the delivery into a decent area. Cliftonville defence deals with it. Ball helped forward. Ball just not kept in play that time. Ballinammallard's number 11, Daniel Barker, just ran out of space. End result will be a Cliftonville goal kick. They take it short. Range strike will test the Cliftonville goalkeeper.
Yeah, there definitely seems to be a little bit of nerves from both teams there. I think on the ball, young Patrick McVicker there probably just taking his eye off the ball and just maybe a bit of nerves, taking that extra wee bit of touch, but hopefully they'll all settle into this game, and as I say, a couple of good wee touches early on always settles the nerves.
Cliftonville play it long as they look for the run of their number 9, Ben Mallon. Here's Alex Brownlee. Brownlee plays it down the line.
Ballinamallard are playing good football there. I think they've probably settled into the game better. It's just the striker Dylan Boyle's maybe been a little bit isolated there, but if they can get the right service into them, the team certainly look to be playing quite comfortable, and it's great to see them playing such a good brand of football.
Ballinamallard win the ball in midfield again. Challenge comes in, referee happy enough with things.
He's certainly letting it flow. The advantage, you know, sore arms playing that many advantages. It's good to see though, that's the way you'd like to play it as a player, just let the game play as much as you can, especially if you still retain possession.
Over the last 2-3 minutes, it's definitely been Ballinamallard who've enjoyed more of the football.
Yeah, they seem to have been more settled. There's a good example there where Cliftonville are just sort of slashing at it, and again, sort of not showing that composure. And you know, I've seen a lot of Cliftonville youth teams, and indeed the first team. One of their biggest strengths is their calmness on the ball, and obviously, as you say, they've done very well to get here. So I think they just need to sort of relax and allow their talent to come to the fore. And it's not easy, you know. You come to a big stadium in a cup final, and as you say, all the red carpet and everything with that. So, you know, you again look there. That's, you know, quite a basic. Poor touch there out for a throw in, and hopefully that, as you say, once you get a couple of those touches, it maybe helps you settle into the game. But Ballinamallard seem to be more comfortable, and it's good to see that they're trying to play such good football.
Long range strike comes in. Goalkeeper was off his line. I think he was confident he was going over the crossbar, but probably Cliftonville's first strike there. It came in from their number 10, Shane Hockey.
It's funny how football can change very quickly. Ballinamallard have made a great start of the game, but a little bit of a sloppy touch in midfield, and fair play to Shane Hoy. He took the shot on, and the goalkeeper off his line, and it wasn't far off. I think if he had executed it right, the goalkeeper was maybe a slightly out of position, could just about have been dinked.
It wasn't too far away from that. Throw in for Cliftonville. Dara McGrandles just prepares to take the throw in, more or less bang on the halfway line as he looks for a bit of movement. Cameron Crook plays the ball forward for the Mallards. His teammate Alex McGee will give chase, and good pressure from their number 6, Alex McGee. Forces the throw in for the Mallards.
I think both teams have been good in their press, and I don't think sometimes people realise how big this pitch is. When you're playing on it, it's enormous, and especially coming into the later parts of games, it can be very difficult. But both teams are pressing well, and I suppose they just need to try and give the strikers a wee bit more support, because they are a little bit isolated when that ball goes in. If the opposition's 2 centre backs smother them, it can be very difficult. And I suppose, as I say, the first couple of minutes they're maybe just trying to settle into the game, but it's been an exciting start so far, and plenty of honest, good tackles. Yeah, that's
fair to say. Here's Alex Brownlee with the ball at his feet, playing in the right back position. Challenge comes in there, referee. Easy decision for the match official to make tonight. Tom Symington awards Ballinamallard the free kick, and again the centre backs for the County Fermanagh side will make their way forward.
I can't believe that's not a yellow card. That was, I think in the English Premier League it could have been even stronger. That was a very, very strong tackle there from Barry. I think he had a few 50-50s before it and came right in the wrong end of one of them and made sure to return the favour.
Here comes a set piece from the Mallards, ball played into the box. Cliftonville headed out for a throw in. Commit a challenge, probably the polite way to explain it.
Yeah, that's being generous. I think the referee, as I say, hasn't been too busy to get his cards out, which is probably a good thing, but it's certainly, if there's a few more challenges like that, I think he'll need to try and lower the tension levels, I think I would say.
Alex Brownlee with the throw in for Ballinamallard. Shot comes in, and it took a deflection. The shot came in there from Josh Gallagher, so we have the first corner of the game, and the first corner of the game will go the way of Ballinamallard. So again, it's not the first time I've said it, but the centre backs and the area is crowded with blue shirts. How will Cliftonville defend this set piece? Corner going to be taken by Cameron Crook. Crook just places the ball just about in the quadrant. Corner comes in towards the far post area. Header, Cliftonville clear their lines. Hockey pass slightly behind him. Throw in. Another throw in goes the way of Ballinamallard. Aaron Smeaton. His cross was deflected. Josh Kellylay has space in the centre of the pitch. Makes the pass. Alex Brownlee should keep this in play, does keep it in play, crosses with his right foot into a good area. Good strong play from Cliftonville in midfield as the Reds come forward with the ball. Fine challenge there.
It's been some brilliant tackles, but a lot of them have been verging on the aggressive side, but very, very good tackles so far. And it's, as I say, sometimes people talk about bravery in a cup final, and certainly the players are showing that in their tackles, but just a couple of times where it's just more about being calm and on the ball, and I suppose that's sometimes a different type of bravery that's harder to show in a nervous sense, but certainly a couple of brilliant tackles. And again, they're a great break from Cliftonville, and Shea Kearney did really well, but just a little bit too much on the pace, and it is maybe something different. Obviously a lot of the players at youth level now are used to playing on 3G, I'm sure particular Cliftonville there, and it is a wee bit different maybe playing on a really slick grass pitch in the evening under the lights, so maybe something to just take a minute or two to get used to.
Ballinamallard have a player on the ground. It's their number 5, Jamie Steele. I think it was Jamie Steele who made the challenge.
It was, yeah. It was a very, very physical tackle the two of them went into, so no surprise to see him on the ground.
Both teams now taking the chance to get some water on board as we just await the delay in the injury here to see what the state of play is going to be. Of course, Cliftonville last won this trophy in the 2019-2020 season, so the Reds won it a few years ago. For Ballinamallard, their last victory in the Harry Cavan Youth Cup was back in 2006, and they were managed back then by Whitey Anderson, who obviously managed Ballinamallard when the club made the top flight appearance in, I think it was 2013, 2014.
Yeah. Oh, Whitey's a good guy too, and a great football person, and it's great to see the likes of Ballinamallard, a championship club, doing so well at this level. It's amazing to see that, and I'm sure for those players they'll be seeing it as an exciting opportunity to get into the first team, where I'm sure for Ballinamallard it's probably more challenging to bring players in.
And seen Whitey coming in tonight, so he's here watching. He told me he actually took some of the coaching sessions for this age group as well.
Brilliant. Ballinamallard a fantastic club, and one that I really was sorry to see drop out of the Premiership, and I always expected them to come back up, but obviously they've still maintained themselves a good championship club, but struggled to get that move back up. But I'm sure Harry McConkie will be here tonight, and I would say if they get 3 or 4 out of this team, which is obviously a really outstanding young team, then that would really help their move for the Premiership. But it is challenging, probably just by their location, that there's certain players that if they were trying to sign players from, for example, Belfast area, that maybe wouldn't travel. But if they can, this is how a club like that can survive, by developing up good academy players, and there's no better man than to have Mark Stafford on the bench there, who's been there and done it, and is obviously a first team player now too.
Chance for the Mallards across, ball comes into the box. Cliftonville had it clear. Matthew McWilliams plays it forward for the Reds. Throw in for Cliftonville, and they're eager to get on with things. Good feet there from Patrick McVicker. Long ball played over the top, and it will just cross the line for a throw in. Chance for Cliftonville to try and pen Ballinamallard in their own half here. Right, throw in right at the corner flag.
Yeah, there's nothing worse. It's a horrible position to be in as a fullback. You really are penned in there, and it's almost like the old rugby position when you're penned in the touch. But Yeah, I think that's something that a lot of these teams will probably start now working on more as they get developed up through the ages, how important likes of throw-ins and corners can be, and especially in a territorial point of view.
It's not very often you actually see a throw-in take being forced to be taken at the corner flag. Usually a player will be a 4 to 10 yards.
Yeah, well, I mean, every player changed plenty. That ball just about went out on the corner flag, and it was nearly taken at the edge of the 18. But yeah, I think the linesmen are a bit generous, thankfully. And as if someone who's played full back at times, you're more than grateful of a couple of yards in those positions.
Daniel Barker continues his run, but another good challenge comes in, and Cliftonville have the ball again. Dara McGrandles takes it through, finds a teammate. Cliftonville play it long. Here's Patrick McVicker, plays a nice pass into midfield. Cliftonville come forward. Shane Hawkey spreads it towards the left side of the pitch. Jack Berry inside the box. Berry still has it. Can he work the shot? Shot does come in, low and hard strike, and it was deflected just wide of that left post. That's as close as we've came.
Yeah, that's brilliant play from Cliftonville, and that's what I mean by a different type of bravery than just hard tackles. That was much better, playing out from the back, and started the ball in defence and passed it through. And it takes courage to play through the lines like that, but once they get out to Barry, that he's really, really dangerous. And he's similar height to me. He doesn't want the ball long launch balls up at him. Once you can pass through the thirds and have that bravery to get it into his feet, he looks really, really dangerous, and it was a good effort at goal.
Yeah, Cliftonville, their best chance of the game so far. Shane Hawkey is over this corner kick. Hawkey plays it backwards. McVicker plays the ball in towards the back post area. Strike comes in from their number 6, Shay Kearney. Difficult skill, you could see what he was trying to do, but this time the effort just wide of the left post.
Yeah, he's just right. Take on the shot. He might not play here again anytime soon, and that was a good effort. I think in these games, anytime you're within 20-25 yards of shooting, I think it's the right option to take on, and interesting to see Cliftonville working on the set piece there. It worked quite well to go short and come out, and as I say, it's great for those lads to have the bravery to take on those sort of set pieces in these games.
Good closing down there from a Ballinamallard point of view. Daniel Barker right on top of the ball, and Cliftonville will have another throw in. Almost midway through the first half, Bobby. How would you sum it up so far?
It's been good. There's a lot of very, very good tackling and good defending, and you sort of expect that when you have Mark Smith and Mark Stafford on the two benches. But I think both teams have done well. Cliftonville have now started to settle in much better, and even you see there the confidence to try a little overs or a dummy there, and I think they're both settling into the game well, and there seems to be plenty of quality on show. So hopefully we can get a few more goals and chances. But certainly it seems that it's been an interesting game, and it's a big experience for these lads to be playing at this level, and something that they'll learn a lot from.
Jack Berry, nice pass in midfield, finds Shane Hawkey. Hawkey to be caught in two minds there with that pass, but Cliftonville.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was sort of maybe in two minds about whether to play it to McGuinness or Barry, and sort of played it in between them right to the Ballinamallard defender. But it was a better play now from Cliftonville. In these positions they were playing long, and they're starting now more to have the confidence to play. But I think Ballinamallard just need to stay in the game. They've done very, very well up to now, and if they can stick to their game plan and keep shifting, they certainly look dangerous on the counter-attack.
Cliftonville attacking down the right side of the pitch, and the ball just creeps behind for a goal kick. Of course, en route to this final for Cliftonville, they beat the holders, Dungannon Swifts, in the semi-final. A hard-fought 2-1 victory in that semi-final. That will obviously give them confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure how they're both doing in their different leagues, but certainly a lot of these players I'm sure will be up, maybe some of the good ones playing in the reserves or in between the 19s. So sometimes the league gives you a false position with where you actually are, and some of them maybe moving up into the first team. But it's certainly one that it's a strange experience. As I say, I played in it with Glenavon, but some guys playing with the reserves, the first team, and with the 19s, and you had different guys signing in January and in the summer, and there was always a big turnover. So it's sometimes strange to have a team set up and work on things like set pieces. But certainly in Cliftonville, they've always really prioritised this tournament, and you can see that from them doing well. And so it seems that a lot of those players have played well together, and you can see that by their system. And I'm sure Ballinamallard are probably the same.
Cliftonville play it long as they look for the run of the strikers, but it will just end up with Nathan Hunter, the Ballinamallard goalkeeper.
Football's really changed. Even when I was playing youth football, the goalkeepers never rolled the ball out to centre backs from goal kicks or positions like that, and it's great to see now, in Northern Ireland, us really trying to play more sort of a more expansive brand of football, and so hopefully that will all start coming through into our senior system.
It was out of the hands when you were playing, was it? Just
it was the big punt, you want to call them, and every goal kick the centre back started at the halfway line. Now it's very, very different, but very, very positive change, and hopefully something, as I say, that will start to filter more and more into the senior game.
McVicker gives the ball out towards the right side for Cliftonville. Here's their captain, Logan Wallace. Logan Wallace spreads a lovely ball out towards the left side, finds Jack Barry. Barry cuts in on his right foot, still has it, does Barry. Barry outside of the boot pass towards the left wing. Is there a chance for a cross? Ball comes in towards the back post, header comes in, Ballinamallard cleared off the line. That was a nice move from Cliftonville.
Brilliant. All their best plays so far have come from Barry, and superb diagonal pass. Then but Barry gets on the ball. You can see the Ballinamallard players doubling or trebling up on him. And good play, and it's a great ball in by McRandles. And I think they'll be disappointed not to score. I'm not sure if he's maybe trying to score it, but it was a good effort, and very, very close, but well cleared off the line by Jamie Steele.
Yeah, Jamie Steele in the right place at the back post to clear the effort. I'm not sure it was going to go goal bound, but he obviously couldn't take it.
Certainly not when he was leaving. I think if he had left, there was another Cliftonville player behind him, but I'm not sure who it was. Maybe missed the header there for Cliftonville, but it was maybe caught in two minds about whether he was at too tight an angle to shoot and head it back. But it's easy sometimes up here to say that you should do the other one that you didn't do, but I think from that position I would have been selfishly trying to score it, but I suppose maybe he will be saying that if his teammates had been more alert, they could have been there for the head down back across. But certainly good play from Cliftonville, and they seem to have settled into the game well now after a sort of nervy first 10 minutes.
Ballinamallard have a player on the ground here, Adam Armstrong, their centre back, just getting some treatment. Adam Armstrong getting some treatment from the Ballinamallard bench. Certainly looks a brave player as he gets back to his feet. Throw-in is taken up the line. Cliftonville headed forward. Long ball is played out towards Daniel Barker. Barker heads it forward for the Mallards. Cliftonville in possession. Ball comes in the box. Good chest control from Ben Mallon. Shot comes in. And another save for Nathan Hunter. Hunter got down well to save that one.
Yeah, superb hold-up play there from Mallon. It's something that probably is a dying breed in football, the hold-up play of a striker, but it's massive. It was a great ball in there, and he's held it up well in his chest. And I think Cliftonville now are starting to get, that's what I was talking about earlier, maybe the striker being isolated, they got much closer to him there, and it gave him the option to set back, and that's a few shots now Padraig McVicker's had in goal, and he certainly looks to have a good strike on goal, so Ballinamallard would need to stop him letting him shoot, because if he catches one into the corners, it'll be hard to stop.
Mallards come forward down the right. Barker plays the ball in. Cleared off the line, it was so close. Claims, but I'll be fairly sure the ball wasn't over the line. Play continues.
Yeah, massive chance. Superb play from Ballinamallard. Great ball down the line, and I think it was Daniel Barker cut it back across there, and that was, you need to see it back whether it was an exceptional tackle or I think he looked as if the net was at his mercy to score, but superb clearance off the line, and certainly one that was very, very close.
Almost happened in slow motion. Here it is. Here's a replay of the chance. It fell to Dylan Boyle. Definitely didn't go over the line. He was claiming for it, but
superb defending from Dara Russell. Sometimes it's hard to know whether you should hook it, but they actually take the composure to take the touch away from the
and then
line. Clear it. Yeah, I'm not sure I would have had the bravery for that. I think I might have tried to swing on it my right foot, but that could have gone anywhere. But really good defending and awareness. I think he would have looked a bit silly if he'd dragged it back for someone else to tap in on him right enough. But we'll give him the credit that he knew what was behind him and dragged it back into a safe position before clearing it.
That's composure.
Yeah. No, a good play from Ballinamallard. I think both teams now are starting to get more into it, and I think they're using that space. When I talk about the size of this pitch, it's, you know, even these guys playing at Fernie Park and Solitude, it's a massive, you know, difference to that. It's a huge surface, and you know, they're both now sort of starting to exploit the spaces in behind, and it can be something that's quite different for players, no doubt.
Mallard swings the ball out towards Daniel Barker again. Barker almost got onto it, but good goalkeeping from the Cliftonville Strollers goalkeeper, their number one, Dylan Brake, who's a NIFL under-18 academy player. Gets the ball to his feet, gives it out towards the right.
Super goalkeeping there. That's what you're always depending on, your goalkeeper coming out and covering you. I think McGrandles maybe lost his man a little bit there, but the keeper was well there to sweep up. And now it's again another part of the modern football game that probably didn't exist when even 5-6 years ago when I was sort of still playing youth football. It's something that's really developed under the influence of Manuel Neuer and the maybe tiki-taka stuff of Pep Guardiola in the early 2010 era. Took a while for it to catch on here now.
Good pressure this from Cliftonville, and also good defending from Joshua Killyleigh. He played forward for Ballinamallard. Cliftonville win the ball in midfield. Shane Hawkey, nice pass out towards the right. Here's Matthew McWilliams, leaves it for a teammate. Darren McGrandles plays it down the line. Jack Berry makes a clever pass into the midfield. McVicker.
This is superb play now from Cavan. This is what I was talking about earlier, what they're capable of. This is brilliant sort of touch and move and the rotations, rather than what they were probably starting in the first 10-15 minutes where there was a lot of long balls.
Ball comes in towards the near post area, shooting opportunity, and it's blocked by the Mallard's number 4, Adam Armstrong. He probably didn't know a lot about it, but it was a powerful strike, came in there, and Armstrong got his body. He blocked a shot. It's went behind for a corner. We'll see better from this replay.
Yeah, it's standing play from Cliftonville there we talked about, but what a block there by Armstrong. It
hits his chest, I think.
Straight on the chest. That would be a very, very sore one. I think he might be more relieved it didn't hit a bit lower down with the ball that came on it, but I would say the chest was equally painful. And brilliant play by Cliftonville. We talked about their rotations, their passing there was superb, and they got it in wide, and maybe Ballinamallard were a little bit deep when that cross came in, but super strike there, and very, very brave defending to get the block on that. But Ballinamallard certainly living very, very dangerously, and they'll be glad to get a little bit of a breather there. But hopefully Armstrong's okay, because that looked like a sore one. And the velocity that you can hit a football nowadays, it can be quite dangerous if it hits you in the wrong spot. So hopefully he's okay.
He's going through the wars because he was down getting treatment 2-3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I do that when I'm looking a breather, but I think he's the justifiable reason there on that video, certainly.
So a bit of a delay here. An injury to Ballinamallard's number 4, Adam Armstrong. He's helped back to his feet. It was brave defending, and it was a vital block. The end result here, Cliftonville will have a corner from the far side of the pitch, and
the difficulty here will be that I would say Armstrong will be one of Ballinammallard's main defenders, and he will have to go off now for this corner, so a bit of an advantage for Cliftonville, and from a Ballinamallard point of view, I'm sure they'll be shouting on to try and get somebody to mark whoever Armstrong was due to mark. There still seems to be a little bit of disorganisation there.
Yeah, Armstrong, a centre back, as you say, it's one of our key defenders, so Cliftonville Cliftonville, plenty of red shirts forward here inside this 6-yard box. Referee blows his whistle. Cliftonville corner, far side of the pitch. Here comes the delivery. And the delivery, which is behind their teammates, that's very disappointing from a Cliftonville point of view.
Yeah, as I say, without Armstrong on the pitch, I would like to have seen that ball. I think it looked as if it was something that they'd maybe worked on, but I would have just lined up in a sort of train fashion, and Ballinamallard having a man off the pitch, I'd have just got it into the mixer and tried to use one of the extra men. But no, again, good to see they're trying something maybe different, and sometimes when these things don't come off, it looks a bit stupid and you don't know what they've actually tried there, but it looked like it was some sort of dink to the back post, but maybe they've tried a couple of set pieces, and as I say, it's a good chance maybe to try it, especially with your youth level. It's a good time to sort of play with that freedom, and so we'll not criticise them too much.
Cliftonville now enjoying a nice period of possession. Here's Logan Wallace, the captain for the Reds. He plays it forward. Barker in possession for Ballinamallard, and the throw-in goes the way of the team from County Fermanagh. Roughly 10 minutes to the half-time break. Still scoreless here at Windsor Park in this Harry Cavan Youth Cup final between Cliftonville Strollers and Ballinamallard United under-18s. Ben Mallon plays a nice pass into midfield. Shay Kearney back with the ball at his feet, gives it out towards the left. Here's Jack Berry. Berry cuts inside. That's an easy one for the ref.
Yeah, Barry looks very tricky. You see there the 3 Ballinamallard players around him, and sort of reminds you of a young Paul Heatley. I think he's even gone for the same little haircut. So no, someone that looks very, very tricky in that position, and Ballinamallard are struggling to get close to him. But I think Cliftonville could maybe try and get him the ball a little bit quicker. And some of those long balls they're playing to him allows him to get 1v1. But when the build-up's slow, it maybe allows the Ballinamallard right winger to get back and double up on him. But certainly looks a good opportunity, and be interesting to see if he shoots or crosses here.
Barry over the dead ball, plays the ball in towards the back post area. Ballinamallard headed up in the air. They just about clear their lines. It's helped back in. Strike comes in from their number 4, Dara Russell. His effort over the crossbar.
Yeah, he looked like he almost took it off Patrick McVicker's toe, and I think the two of them were having a bit of an argument there. But I think maybe on his left foot there, but certainly a good opportunity, and Clifton will be ruining these missed opportunities that they've had in the last 10 minutes.
Full goalkeeper there. He was confident.
I don't know. You're using some very interesting words. Confident and composed. I think that was one. I think he was a bit lucky to get away with that, but certainly got it back just about back into his area, and yeah, he'd be relieved that the referee didn't call him up on anything there, and he just about got away with that.
I'm sure it was a nervy moment for his teammates and the coaching staff.
I can hear some of the coach shouting down there. I won't repeat what I think he just said.
Cliftonville play it forward. Shay Kearney played the ball forward. Cliftonville in possession. Ball is given away. Cliftonville centre back with time and space. Dara Russell goes back towards his goalkeeper Dylan Brake, who in turn finds Dara Russell.
This is much better from Cliftonville, doing things 1 and 2 touch again, and then looking for that ball to Barry. But that's, I suppose, where Mark Smith's shouting there, just that they have to try and get it to Barry earlier, but do it maybe when it's on. And it's probably difficult. I always complained when I played on the left side, when you played with centre midfielders that were all right footed, they all naturally want to go the other way. But yeah, it's maybe not one that they feel comfortable trying to hit that switch on their left foot, but it's certainly Cliftonville have done better in the last 10-15 minutes, and Ballinamallard will be maybe just looking to try and get their press a little bit more together. I think the striker Dylan Boyle is trying to go and press the Cliftonville centre backs and goalkeeper, but his defence and midfield aren't just quite coming up behind him. But the Ballinamallard certainly putting on a very good showing, and look to have a very strong team here too.
He tries to work it out towards the left side of the pitch for the Mallards. Cliftonville play it long, but just too much in the pass there for the Cliftonville forward. Their number 9, Ben Mallon. Half time not too far away now, roughly 7 minutes. Good play from Jack Barry. Barry, burst of pace, big chances for Barry. Strike comes in, and it's blazed wide of the right post. I think it fell to Cavan McGuinness. That was the best chance we've had so far.
Superb play from Barry. I wasn't really too aware of him until he came on and played against me on Saturday, and thank God I didn't get into a position of a sprint with him. When I see him run like that, that was a huge chance, and Barry I think could have maybe shot a little bit earlier. It was great goalkeeping, but that's a massive chance for Cliftonville. I think it was maybe McGuinness, and he's got maybe just sliced it a little bit again, talking about a wee bit of composure there, maybe time to take a touch or just make sure he hit the target. But brilliant play from Barry to break through there, and as I say, it was good defending again from Adam Armstrong, getting across the cover and maybe put Barry under a little bit of pressure. But I think he would, maybe looking back, he could have taken the shot on one touch earlier.
Yeah, superb play from Cliftonville's number 11, Jack Barry. Barry hogs the left touchline now, receives the ball, gets on his left foot, tries to take on his man, plays the ball into the near post area, but this time his cross just drifts behind for a goal kick. But you were saying there, Bobby, if anyone's just joining us, you obviously Glentoran player, and Jack Barry was playing for Cliftonville's first team last weekend.
Yeah, it was funny. He came on as a substitute. We were 3-0 up and it was kind of nice and comfortable, and then he came on. He didn't even have his name on the back of the shirt, so it was hard to figure out, and I wasn't aware of who he was. And no, he did well, and as I say, he was always very brave to want to get on the ball, but thankfully he never had time or space to sprint like that, because that's the first time I've seen his turn of pace, and thankfully I'm sitting up here and only watching it, because I think I would have been struggling in the last 5 or 10 minutes to have kept up with him if that's the sort of pace he's capable of.
Yeah, fine game so far from him. Mallards with a free kick. Alex McGee plays it long. Big claims for a penalty, referee not interested. And to be fair, not too many of them Ballinamallard players were aiming for it either. Ballinamallard had the ball inside the area. Dylan Boyle tries to cross.
It's definitely one I'd like to see back. Some of the Cliftonville defender maybe just came through him a little bit, but I'll reserve comment until I see a replay.
I think there's only really one Ballinamallard player that was appealing. It was the player that went down inside the box. Here's Jack Barry on the other side of things for Cliftonville. Giannotti tried to play in their number 8, Cavan McGuinness.
The game certainly opened up there. I think if Barry had played that with his left foot, he would have been able to get the power necessary to get that switch on, because Cavan McGuinness was out on the far side in acres of space, and maybe just with the outside of the boot the pace didn't get there. But certainly both teams creating opportunities now, and I'm very surprised it's still 0-0, but they'll be ruining the missed opportunities that they've had.
Yeah, as you say, the game certainly has opened up, and it is surprising it's still 0-0.
Yeah, that often happens, especially in finals, and I suppose these lads aren't probably used to playing in finals and games of this magnitude, and especially with it being at the National Stadium, it probably adds to that. So probably took them 10 or 15 minutes to get into the game, and now that it's a very, very enjoyable game, and all we need is a few goals.
Throw in taken down the line for Ballinamallard. They'll have another throw in more or less back in the halfway line. 2.5 minutes roughly to the referee's half-time whistle. Mallards attacking down the left side. Aaron Smeaton of a head injury here. Cliftonville player of a player on the ground.
I miss the old bounce ball rule where you just had carnage. You remember the old Wayne Rooney skinhead video? And
Mallards play a ball in towards the back post. Cliftonville goalkeeper came a long way off his line. And referee, simple enough decision there. Looked like a push in the back. Referee in a good position just to award the Reds a free kick. Logan Wallace takes a free kick. Cliftonville with a throw in, roughly 30 seconds to play until the half-time whistle. Darren McGrandles with a throw. Cliftonville keep possession. Here's Logan Wallace. In fact, he leaves it for a teammate. Dara Russell plays it forward as he looks for the run off Jack Berry. Pass slightly overhit. In fact, the offside flag was up in any case. And there will be 2 minutes of additional time here.
2 minutes added time. That's 2 minutes.
certainly nothing wrong with the PA system anyway. Thomas Wilton's keeping his rate.
Hearing it loud and clear. Nathan Hunter just takes his time here before taking the free kick for Ballinamallard United. He plays it forward. Daniel Barker gives chase. Good play from Daniel Barker. Barker decides to leave the throw in for a teammate. Alex Brownlee, the right back, will take the throw in as he looks for some movement. Brownlee tries to take on his man, shows good strength. Ball is kept in play. Can he find a pass? Boxed into that corner. Cliftonville do well there, they work the ball out.
That partnership there of Armstrong and Staten seem to be doing very well for Ballinamallard, and they look like they've played together a number of times. Just one goes tight to the striker and the other sweeps up well, and while Cliftonville have had some good chances in attacks, they've certainly been key to snuffing out and keeping a clean sheet thus far for Ballinamallard.
Yeah, both defences, both goalkeepers will be happy so far. Clean sheets intact as Cliftonville go back towards their goalkeeper. Dylan Brake makes a simple pass out towards the centre back. Logan Wallace dribbles the ball over the halfway line. Wallace gives it out towards the right. McVicker with the pass. Cliftonville work it out towards the left. Lovely pass out towards Jack Berry. Berry crosses with his left foot. Doesn't beat the first man this time.
That's a disappointing one because he goes left 1v1. There was a super ball, he got his first touch right, and you would love to have seen him take his man on there like he has done, but he's maybe getting ready for his half-time break, needs a rest up, but yeah, good defending I suppose, and at the same time from Brownlee, and he got up in a good starting position, and I'm sure he'll be delighted to get the block.
So there we have it, the referee's half-time whistle. The game, the first half here, probably opened up quite cagey, and midway through the half it probably got a bit more entertaining and end-to-end. Bobby, overall, how would you sum up that first half?
Yeah, it was really enjoyable. Good, both teams playing really good football. I think it took Ballinamallard about 10 minutes to get into it, probably Cliftonville a little bit longer just to settle into their nerves, but both teams now have had a couple of great opportunities, and I think coming towards the end of the first half there, Cliftonville really were coming strong and had a couple of great opportunities, so I'm sure they'll be looking forward to seeing if they can express that in the second half, and Barry looks a real danger.
There we have it, the thoughts of Bobby Burns, perfectly summed up there at the end of the first half. Half-time score is Cliftonville Strollers 0, Ballinamallard United 0, and commentary will resume at the start of the second half. Hello and welcome back, or hello and you're very welcome for the start of this second half between Cliftonville Strollers and Ballinamallard under-18s in this Harry Cavan Youth Cup final. Alongside me, Bobby Burns, Glentoran's Bobby Burns. Bobby, we're just about to start off this second half. Game scoreless, but obviously the cup all to play for.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully we get a few goals. I don't think either of us are looking for extra time. But no, hopefully, as I say, both teams are really coming into it on their own at the end of the first half there. And really hope that we'll get a few goals here.
Cliftonville have a man down. It's their number 8, Cavan McGuinness. McGuinness holding his left foot as he feels the effects of that challenge. He's back to his feet. Cliftonville will have a free kick here, more or less bang on the halfway line. Their number 5, Logan Wallace, their captain, who has also played some of his football, who's also the captain of Northern Ireland under-18s. He just waits the referee's whistle. Here comes the set piece. The ball is played forward. Ball forward with the outside of the boot from Alex McGee. McGee played it towards the right side of the pitch, but good, confident, strong defending from the Cliftonville player, their centre back, Dara Russell, as he shepherded the ball, which went behind for a goal kick. Here's Logan Wallace. Wallace dribbles it forward. Wallace plays it forward. Referee blowing for another head injury. Roughly 2 minutes played in this second half. It hasn't quite flowed so far.
No, but hopefully, but like the first half, maybe it'll take a chance. There's been a couple of little injuries there, but hopefully they don't follow the same rules that they did in Qatar with all the injury time. Or we could have plenty at this stage.
We'll be here in our 10 minutes. One thing I noticed, that World Cup, it started off with long injury times, but it didn't quite last all tournament.
No, and then certainly after the tournament, none of the federation seemed to be inspired by keeping up the idea. It was a very strange setup when you thought you were at the end of the game, and then you could have had 8 or 9 minutes of injury time. So thankfully it hasn't caught on.
Throw-in goes away off Cliftonville. They take it quickly. Shane Hawkey with the ball far side of the pitch, and Cliftonville will just have to settle for another throw-in.
I think it might be a corner. Sort of went the other side of the post, did it? See?
Soon find out. Yes, it looks as if it is Cliftonville with the corner. So Cliftonville with the corner, far side off the pitch. Plenty of red shirts forward. Here comes the set piece.
They look to be working on this corner where the ball in the air means that Logan Wallace sort of spins around the back and tries to get it there, but they just don't seem to have the timing correct. I think he was sort of in there much before the ball actually got delivered.
We'll see it in the Cliftonville corner routines.
Yeah, we'll see if they try it again. They definitely seem to be working on it, but we'll see if he does it again.
Shane Hawkey just places the ball. Hawkey takes it short, in fact. Here comes a set piece. Referee not happy with something, so the corner will have to be retaken here. Referee speaking to 2 players there. Cliftonville will have another chance to take the corner kick. Shane Hawkey.
So this is the 3 bounce one, whatever that means.
Ball played in. That was a lovely move, and the shot came in, but the effort just not really goal bound. I think the chance fell for Patrick McVicker. It was McVicker with the effort, but just couldn't quite sort his feet out that time.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, I suppose Mark Smith's obviously done a lot of work with this Cliftonville team on the set pieces, and that worked absolutely perfectly there. And they just didn't quite get the finish. But great to see these lads trying different things, and it worked a treat. It's just unfortunate for them, and the last little finish just didn't manage to find its way past the goalkeeper.
Nathan Hunter takes his kick out for Ballinamallard. Jack Barry gives chase for Cliftonville, but good strong defending from Alex Brownlee. Gets the ball out of the danger area as his effort went across, and Ballinamallard going to make a change now, going to make their first sub of the game. Coming on to the field of play will be their number 17, Ben Arnold.
Number 9, Dylan Boyd, being replaced by number 17, Ben Arnold.
I feel for Dylan Boyd there a little bit. He was a little bit isolated, and don't know whether maybe he's picked up an injury, but I thought he was playing well. But just probably difficult for him up there on his own, and at times Ballinamallard in the last sort of 15-20 minutes of the first half, they were getting a little bit deeper. And you look now at Ben Arnold, coming on. If he gets the ball in that position, he's very isolated.
Ball comes into the box, but good strong goalkeeping from Nathan Hunter. Caught that one easily. Plays a long ball up the field of play. Cliftonville bring it to ground. Logan Wallace makes a simple pass. Ball kept in play. Aaron Smeaton just runs into trouble. Ballinamallard left back, the captain for the Mallards, getting up the field of play. So a free kick for Ballinamallard. It's Josh Gallagher. Gallagher places the ball here. Gallagher places the ball. He will take this set piece with his right foot. Here comes the ball into the box. Flick on header was one. Cliftonville goalkeeper break comes off his line. Cliftonville will eventually clear their lines. It was Shay Kearney who hoisted the ball forward. Long ball forward for Cliftonville. Cavan McGuinness with the ball at his feet. McGuinness considers his options, plays the ball into the box, but again it was Adam Armstrong. He defended it well. Referee waves play on. Josh Gallagher. Is there a cross at the end of this for Ballinamallard? No will be the answer, because that was good strong Cliftonville defending.
Yeah, it was lovely play by Ballinamallard, but great defending in the end by McGrandles to shore up the danger.
Lovely pass out towards the left side for Cliftonville. Here's our number 11, Jack Barry. Barry has a strike from distance. His effort, it was a powerful strike, but the Mallards goalkeeper Nathan Hunter always had that one covered.
Yeah, it's well worth a try, but again, Cliftonville going for that diagonal pass to Barry, and seems to be sort of their main route for goal that they're trying to go for. But after all the flurry of chances we had at the end of the first half, I think it's been a wee bit of a quieter first sort of 10 minutes, but it'll be interesting to see. I think whoever wins this game tonight, the other team will be disappointed at some of the chances that they missed in that first half.
Yeah, as you said, the opening 9 minutes of this second half have been quiet enough in comparison to the end of the first half. High foot there, plenty of claims. Referee over to address that.
I think the referee's forgot his cards. There's been a few times tonight where on other occasions you might have seen a card.
You won't see the cards flow.
No, I don't. I think even in that one, to be fair, especially at youth level, I think that was the right decision not to give the yellow card. I don't think there was any malice in that, but I think Barry's one in the first half down this near side was certainly one that I was surprised not to see a card.
Ballinamallard play it long. Flick on header was one. Josh Gallagher. Cliftonville have the ball in midfield. Ball's played towards the left side and looked too good to be true, and it was, as Cliftonville's number 11 Jack Berry had straight offside.
Yeah, with his pace, he didn't need to be offside there. I think if he was given the Ballinamallard defender 5 yards, he still would have, with his pace, potentially got in front. But good play again by Cliftonville, and I think if he had just timed his run there, he would have had a great opportunity to get in on goal, because with his pace, it looks like once he's away, he'll not be caught.
Ballinamallard play a diagonal ball out towards the left side of the pitch. Alex McGee heads it forward. Cliftonville, their number 12, Matthew McWilliams just hoists it forward.
Ballinamallard made a good start to this half. They started to really try and press a little bit higher and not sit back, and certainly their energy and pressing has been very impressive here. And it's just about trying to maybe get a wee bit closer into the striker. Balls like that, maybe just trying to support the front man a bit. But certainly they're playing a brave high line. But with Barry so quick on this left hand side, we just need to be careful on the counter attack.
We have a throw in for the Mallards. Alex Brownlee takes a throw in up the line. Cliftonville try and switch play. It's a lovely switch of play. Ball just about kept in play. Cavan McGuinness crosses into the area. Shot comes in. Lovely turning shot there from Ben Mallon. Ben Mallon with the lovely first touch inside the area. He had the brains to turn and have a shot, as we see the replay here. And he forced the save from Nathan Hunter. Cliftonville will have the corner.
Yeah, good save by Nathan Hunter. I think good play again from Cliftonville getting it out, and they're really using the width of this pitch. And when they do that and they get into wide areas and get the crosses into the box, they're getting numbers in there, but another missed chance from their point of view.
Shane Hawhey takes the corner for the Reds. Strike comes in from McVicker. Danger still not cleared. Shot comes in. Ballinamallard defending well, to their credit. And they just clear their lines. Nathan Hunter clears his lines for Ballinamallard. He was a hero in a penalty shootout in a previous round against Carrick Rangers. Mallard's goalkeeper. Pass played forward. Lovely first touch from Daniel Barker. Barker gets inside the area, has a shot. His effort comes off the left post. Fantastic run down the left wing from Daniel Barker, and he was the width of a post to opening the scoring tonight.
Yeah, brilliant play by Barker, superb pace, and gets past his man, and maybe had a mix of two minds whether to pass or shoot, but takes on the shot, and it's a really good effort, and very unlucky that it came off the post. And I see the other teammates shouting that maybe he should have passed it, but as I said earlier, it's easy to say what you should do after it's gone wrong. I think Mark Smith shouted that nobody really came over to cover there, but
was it a crossbar hit actually?
It was very, very close. I think even the goalkeeper Dylan Brake maybe could have come out and tried to close the angle. They allowed him to sort of get right into the box, and you maybe be disappointed he didn't score from there, because he did get quite close in, but a good effort all the same.
Cliftonville now with the ball. McGuinness plays it forward. Strike comes in, flashed across the face of goal. The shot came in from Shane Hawley, and it just went wide of that left post. But
I'd like to see a replay, but I'm going to give Nathan Hunter a lot of credit because I thought that was a brilliant save. It was brilliant play from Cliftonville, and I think they thought that Shane Hawley was offside, but superb opportunity, great ball in there, and it looked to me like a brilliant save. Hard to see, but
it's hard to tell.
Just right, but certainly a good chance for Cliftonville, and the game's certainly starting to open up now, and that's where, you know, fresh legs and pace is, on a pitch like this is going to be paramount.
Logan Wallace, ball at his feet. He plays it long. Yeah, over the last 2 or 3 minutes, we've had 2 glorious opportunities to see the opening goal of this game. 60 minutes on the clock here. It's Cliftonville Strollers 0, Ballinamallard United under-18s 0 in this Harry Cavan Youth Cup final. And of course, obviously, the longer the game goes, the more you think one goal will probably win it.
Yeah, but I still think how open the game is. There's still plenty of time. If one of the teams was to score now, there's still have a good half hour, and you give Cliftonville the big build up of all the goals they scored in this tournament. So I'm still waiting for the goal flurry maybe towards the end.
Well, in their second round, it did tell you they beat Ballyclare Comrades 14-0. In the quarter-final, they beat Dundela 3-1. They beat Glentoran Colts 2-0, and then they beat Dungannon Swifts 2-1. So certainly his goals in the team. Ballinamallard are going to make a change now, as we'll see the second sub for them coming on to the field of play will be their number 16, Keelan Fitzpatrick.
Kevin McGuinness being replaced by number 16, Joseph Sheridan.
Cliftonville play it out towards the left side. McVicker plays it forward, and the offside flag up again, much to the frustration of Cliftonville.
Again, Barry probably just doesn't need to go early there with his pace. I think he can hold off, but good play from Cliftonville there. And Ballinamallard, as I say, are starting to play a bit much braver and higher line, which is really, really good. But if Barry can time those runs, there is space in behind for him to eat up. And again, sort of on this other side with Kevin McGuinness, there's opportunity for them to get in behind if they can time their runs properly.
Correction, substitution for Ballinamallard. Going off, number 8, Cameron Crook being replaced by number 16, Keelan Fitzpatrick.
Cliftonville now going to make a change. Their number 15, Joshua Ness, is going to get some game time.
And substitution for Cliftonville coming off, number 7, Patrick McVicker being replaced by number 15, Joshua Ness.
So Josh Ness is going to replace their number 7, Patrick McVicker.
I thought Patrick McVicker's had a really, really good game. He obviously looks a little bit younger maybe than the other lads, and he's not as developed, but certainly I thought he had a brilliant game in there on the ball and had a couple of good strikes on goal, and it'll be interesting now to see what Josh Ness brings to the game.
Ballinamallard have a free kick, the ball played into the area. Cliftonville defend it well, ball played in again. Cliftonville coming forward on the counter-attack. .65 minutes on the clock here, and it's still scoreless. It's been a tight and competitive affair so far, Bobby.
Yeah, very much so. Exciting, very exciting 0-0 for sure.
Barker tries to play on his teammate the far side of the pitch. Cliftonville defend it well. Jack Barry with the ball at his feet, running across the midfield before finding a simple pass. Jay Kearney. Here's Jack Berry. Was he fouled? Yes, says the referee. Cliftonville with a free kick, roughly 35-40 yards from goal.
Shay Kearney's a fantastic build for a midfield player with his height and his body shape. He's just got the perfect, almost like a Yaya Toure type body shape running through midfield there, and if he just makes the right decision there with his pass, he looks like another player with great potential there. He looks like he has all the physical attributes to do well in midfield, but I think a couple of times there he could just slide the right ball through or take on the shot. But certainly he's been a strong performer tonight for Cliftonville. Looks like he might be lining one up from 30 or 40 yards.
Looks that way. Referee blows a whistle. Here comes the effort, and it was a strike from Dara Russell. He probably would have liked that one back.
Yeah, I think from that sort of distance you're maybe better trying to work it wide or find some way to dink it into the box, but I think once you get past the under 13 and 14 level, when you can just shoot to the top half of the net and dip the smaller goalie, the shooting from that range takes something very special to score from there.
Aaron Sweeten takes the throw in for Ballinamallard. He does have some first team experience for the full Ballinamallard side, of course, now playing their football in the championship. He is the captain for the Mallards tonight as he has a throw in. He looked for some movement before trying to find a teammate. Cliftonville have the ball back though. Cavan McGuinness plays it forward. McGuinness plays it infield. Nice move this from Cliftonville. Josh Kelly makes a simple pass towards Adam Armstrong. Armstrong gives it out towards the right side, who in turn finds Alex Brownlee. Here's Adam Armstrong under pressure, and that should be a card, and you'll get your card, Bobby.
Yeah, I'd say that'll not be the last player to get booked for a tackle on Jack Berry. He looks very, very tricky and quick there, and don't blame Armstrong there for eventually putting his not allowing Berry to go past him again.
So we see the first yellow card of the game. Number 4 booked for Ballinamallard, Adam Armstrong. Jack Berry had so much pace, he's no real option but to bring him down there.
Yeah, Cliftonville are creating danger, getting into good positions and then showing their pace. Just that final ball, and this is another good opportunity. They've had a number of set pieces tonight and they just need to get the delivery right. But even here again, you sort of look at the forwards, and Cliftonville are almost already in there. You'd like to see them a bit deeper.
Here comes a set piece from the far side of the pitch. Roughly 20 minutes remaining. Of course, this game will go to extra time if need be to decide the destination of this Harry Cavan Youth Cup final. This stage of the game, Bobby, it's probably think it's going to take something special to break the deadlock. What do you think?
Yeah, it's disappointing there hasn't been more goals, because I think both teams obviously have played some really good football, and it's almost the game's needed a goal. I think if Cliftonville had scored early, they could have scored 2 or 3 more, and Ballinamallard the same. We made a strong penalty claim, and one that was literally Cruyff turned off the line. But as I say, I think it's gone a little bit flat in the last 10 minutes, and the game really seems to need a goal here, and hopefully we'll get it soon, because I think it would spark the game back into life.
Nathan Hunter off his line there. Good hold up play from Cliftonville's number 9, Ben Mallon. One thing tonight, Ballinamallard, they defended very well.
Yeah, they have certainly, and that's what I was saying earlier. But Armstrong and Steele have a really good partnership in there, and well supported by Smitten and Brownlee, and you can see that they've worked on that. They have a good shape, and that's exactly what you would expect when you have people like Mark Smith and Mark Stafford in the management teams.
And we're going to see a change now for Cliftonville. Their number 9, Ben Mallon, is about to be replaced by their number 16, Joseph Sheridan.
For Cliftonville, going off number 9, Ben Mallon, being replaced by number 15, by number 16, Joseph Sheridan.
So Cliftonville making another change. Sheridan is a forward player. Ballinamallard have a free kick as they play it long, as they try and get themselves on the score sheet. Is there to be a winner in this game? Jack Berry dribbles it forward.
That's a superb tackle there from Joshua Killalay. Really read that well and made a great interception, as Cliftonville were looking to be on a dangerous counter-attack there.
Two players on the ground here. Ballinamallard number 2, Alex Brownlee, on the ground, and we have a Cliftonville player.
I think it's Jack Barry there. I think he felt the full effects of that tackle from Josh Killalay.
Of course, not available for Cliftonville tonight. What a season he has had in the first team with Sean Moore.
Yeah, he's been outstanding, and another player, I suppose, that's showing the pathway through Cliftonville there, and another player they're missing, Zayden Kelly, who's obviously he's out in a scholarship in America. So I'm sure it's difficult for Cliftonville when they're missing a couple of key players, but it shows the progress that the academy has promoted through. And Sean Moore's had an outstanding season, and I'm sure there's other players like the likes of Jack Barry and Shay Kearney, who have all the good games tonight, will be looking at those players and thinking that there's an opportunity for them too. And obviously Cliftonville don't currently have a manager, so and that always has a strong point of view on it, but I know Dackie O'Hara, who's now the interim manager, has had a strong influence in the Cliftonville youth setup, and would be knowing a lot of these players, and I would imagine he could well be here tonight too. So they'll be looking at it as a real opportunity in the coming games, where Cliftonville maybe don't have an awful lot to play for, where they can maybe get opportunities in the first team ahead of the playoffs.
Referee will bounce the ball here. It's going to be a Cliftonville ball, as Jack Berry seems to be limping. So the referee just gives the ball back towards Cliftonville. Aaron Smeaton, the captain for Ballinamallard, just waits to take this throw in, and Cliftonville are going to be forced into the change as Jack Berry's Looks to be in bother there.
Yeah, it looks to have been a very sore one for him, which is very unfortunate because he's had a really good game, but an opportunity now for Sean Nealon to come on and show what he can do.
And coming on,
flick on header. 1. Cliftonville just clear their lines. Their number 4, Darragh Russell, took no chances.
coming on, number 14, Sean Nealon.
First touch of the ball there for Sean Nealon.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for Sean. I know he's a younger player here too, but I would actually know Sean's sister Ciara well, and it's a great night for them to see him getting on the pitch. And as you say, for these young lads to get an opportunity to play here at the National Stadium is amazing, and hopefully he can show what he can do. And I know he came through the same school as I did at St Malachy's, and they all speak very highly about him as a person and a player too. And this is a great opportunity for him to show what he can do on the big stage.
Ballinamallard play a long ball forward as they looked for their number 3, Aaron Smeaton. We're entering the business end of the game. 75 minutes on the clock. Can either team win this? Nathan Hunter takes his kick out, gets good distance on it. Hunter plays it long. Josh Killilay with a lovely touch. But Cliftonville do well, they win the ball in midfield. Hunter keeps it simple, finds Jimmy Steele. Jimmy Steele lays it forward with his left foot. Ballinamallard try and switch the ball towards the right side of the pitch. The pass came from Adam Armstrong. Cliftonville, is there a chance for them on the counter-attack? And the bounce of the ball just goes the way of the team from County Fermanagh.
Yeah, but well defended again from Armstrong. He's read the game so well today, and they've been very, very honest between himself and Steele in all their tackling, and down again with a bit of an injury there, but they've made some superb tackles and stepped out and been very brave, and made a couple of super blocks too. But it looks like that might be the last tackle of the night, because he seems to have signalled for a substitution there, which would be a big loss for Ballinamallard. Yeah,
he's put in a great shift tonight, the Ballinamallard centre back. Of course, he had that block in the first half, which denied more or less a certain goal.
I'm not sure how many I think in the Premiership certainly you're allowed 5 subs, but it has to be across 3 stoppages, and I think some of these teams would be running out of stoppages, or especially I'm not sure if Cliftonville have maybe made 3 substitutions, but in one instance maybe, is it? So I'm not sure if they have too many players left, but with Ballinamallard maybe should have maybe kept a better record of it, but I'm not sure exactly what the rules are in this competition.
Ballinamallard have made 2 subs, so this will be their 3rd sub coming on the field of play, and it looks as if it's going to be Shane Speake. So 3rd sub coming up for Ballinamallard. And they are forced into that change, so that's the game up for Ballinammallard's number 4, Adam Armstrong.
Coming off number 4, Adam Armstrong.
And he is just about to be replaced by their number 15, Shane Speake.
Yeah, it looks like there's had to be a bit of a reshuffle at the back. I think Aaron Smeaton, the captain, has had to move into centre back to cover, so it's probably not an ideal situation for Ballinamallard when they've been defending so well. But Adam Armstrong will be delighted with his performance, and after being in the wars with a few of those blocks and tackles, I'm sure he'd be relieved to get off.
Ballinamallard, can they go down the other end? The strike comes in, and the effort from their number 6, Alex McGee, wide of the left post. Cliftonville goalkeeper hasn't really been tested in this.
No, it's been a poor second half. It's been a bit disappointing. I thought the first half was really exciting and both teams got it down and played, and both teams haven't really got forward or created too many chances, but still time yet for it, and hopefully it doesn't take it to extra time before they start to open up.
80 minutes on the clock.
There's an example there where I think Logan Wallace could have played that back to his keeper. There was no real pressure and he sort of put it out for a throw in, and both teams maybe just getting a little bit tired and maybe not always making the best decisions. I think a goal would change the impetus for both teams. There might actually, whoever was losing would maybe step forward to really try and go and win the game, but it's kind of has got a little bit nervy, hasn't it? Neither team's really wanting to concede that first goal.
Yeah. But in some ways it's not surprising either. En route to the final, Ballinamallard only conceded 3 times, Cliftonville only conceded twice, so in some ways it does make sense.
Aye, they've good defenders, but
yeah,
there again, another sort of, I think it was Joshua Ness, he had plenty of time there to turn out and he tries to force a ball through the line, and then the ball goes out for a goal kick, and that's, Ballinamallard just a moment before threw a ball straight down the line and out for a throw-in, so I think they just need to be a wee bit more composed and try and get their foot in the ball. They've obviously shown in the first half that they've got good quality, but as you say, I feel like they're almost trying not to lose it, and I think that if you finish a game like that, you could have a lot of regret, so it's just on one team now to maybe try and take the onus to try and actually really go and win this game and drive onto that, and it'll be interesting to see how the managers maybe make substitutions or change tactically to really try and give it a good go for that.
Well, we have roughly 8 minutes to find out here. The game still scoreless. Of course, the Cavan Cup up for grabs. That's a trophy both of these teams dearly want. Cliftonville in possession, but Ballinamallard win the ball back. A pass goes back, and no nonsense defending there from Jamie Steele. Just hammered the ball out of play. Throw in for Cliftonville. Matthew McWilliams, the right back, came across to take the throw, takes a throw, ball back at his feet. He's out muscled though. Ballinamallard win the ball as they try and go forward. Nice pass given in field, but credit to the Cliftonville player, their number 15, Josh Ness. He was back helping out his side. Good feet there from a Ballinamallard point of view. Spoke too soon.
Yeah, it's just been that little bit of quality in the final third for both teams, and now we're starting to see more and more players cramp up. I think tiredness is really kicking in, and it's obviously been a long season for a lot of them. It could be their 30th or 40th games in the season, and as I reiterated, it's a big pitch and maybe the nerves of going into a cup final, but it does seem that both teams are starting to get a little bit tired, and extra time could be a minefield because both teams only have sort of 4 or 5 subs listed, so, and a lot of them have used 3 of those, so there's not much option other than to keep going on what you've got.
Yeah, it's perfectly summed up there.
And we haven't considered the possibility of some of these subs being goalkeepers, so hopefully it doesn't get to that.
Have you thought about penalties?
We could be here to midnight by the time we get to those and get the trophy out, but no, hopefully it's never a nice way to decide a game, so hopefully one way or the other somebody manages to get a winner here, and as I say, hopefully we see a few goals. There was plenty of chances in the first half and it's just gone a little bit flat in this second, but I was really, really excited by some of the good play that was played at the start of that half, and both teams were showing the potential that they have.
Referee's going to stop play here for a head injury.
It's been a very stop-start game. There's been a lot of good honest tackles, but there's also been quite a number of head knocks and a couple of blocks and injuries too, and I see that increasing now as we start to see cramp festering into the game too. I think if the fourth official was adding on the real injury time, it could be in double digits at this rate. But
I would be approaching 10 minutes.
The physios are probably getting more running than the goalkeepers at this rate. They've been kept very busy, and as I say, I think at this stage there's not much you can do about the cramps, so it'll be a magic sponge and tell them to keep playing at this stage.
85 minutes on the clock. Referee will give the ball back towards Ballinamallard. No nonsense defending. The ball is hoisted forward from their number 3, Aaron Smeaton. Good touch there from Alex Brownlee. Brownlee clips it down the right side of the pitch. Dara Russell plays it forward for Cliftonville, and the ball crosses the line. Mallards will have a throw there. They do it quickly. Josh Kellylay goes back towards his goalkeeper, Nathan Hunter, who has played in every round of this cup competition so far. He was a hero in a previous round against Carrick Rangers, which went to penalties. Mallards coming forward, and throw in goes the way of Ballinamallard United. It was right in front of the Cliftonville bench, and they didn't think it was.
It looked very clear from here, but they have obviously a good view of it. But I don't know, sometimes managers can claim for everything, so I wouldn't be too trustworthy of their shouts. Just seems to have been a lot of back passes, and we talked about playing to lose it, and there's opportunities there to play forward and try and find your man and create and score goals, and there's been a hell of a lot of back passes to goalkeepers followed by long balls, and as I say, it's a no risk approach. But
pass under hit. Shay Kearney back defending for Cliftonville. Kearney plays it forward. Cliftonville, can they do something on the counter attack? That pass was cut out by Alex Brownlee. Brownlee plays it forward. Referee whistles the offside flag up. The offside flag was up.
And we have another cramp.
That's exactly what we don't want to see.
No, but again, both teams, I think they have more time than they think. There was another couple of players stretching for the cramp, but certainly it's more time than they think. I think Sean Nealon picked the ball up there. He probably had more time than he realised, and he could have driven into space. But I think Cliftonville, both sort of wide players, both Jerry Kearney and Kevin McGuinness, sort of almost look like the natural build of centre midfield players, and they've probably missed that pace and creativity from Barry, and from Ballinamallard's point of view, they've probably made a few changes in the forward line too that they've just sort of struggled to create chances, and it's almost like they're both just sort of playing and waiting for an opportunity. And as I said, I would say both teams are really rude the chances they missed in the first half.
Yeah, that's a good summary, and Cliftonville will have the free kick. The ball is played forward. Ball hoisted in the air, headed forward from a Ballinamallard point of view, and it will end up with the Cliftonville goalkeeper Dylan Brake, who rolls the ball out towards the centre back Dara Russell. Russell plays it forward into the feet of Sean Nealon. Nealon with the pass backwards towards Russell. Russell plays the pass forward. Cliftonville attacking down the left side. Can they fashion a shot? Can they create a shot in this game? And they've been awarded a free kick.
These are the opportunities you've got to make more of. Cliftonville have had a lot of set pieces in, apart from the one they tried to go short and work something. A number of them have gone in, and there's been some good deliveries in there, but they've never even really threatened a goal with a header. And this is sometimes a tricky position to take the cross from this position, but if you get the delivery right here and you can get it bouncing in that 6-yard box, it's a really dangerous position.
Cliftonville with a set piece, the ball roughly 40 yards from goal. Left side of the pitch, chance to swing the ball in. Here comes the delivery. Hooked cleared from a Ballinamallard point of view. Cliftonville thought they still had it. The ball is in the air at the minute, and the fourth official has raised his board. There will be 4 minutes of additional time.
As indicated, there will be a minimum of 4 minutes at a time. That's 4 minutes at a time.
Have to give credit to Ballinamallard, because as much as we can be critical about Cliftonville, they've defended those set pieces magnificently, and they've made some brilliant. They've nearly won every first header, and it's really helped avert the danger on all those set pieces.
And Ballinamallard awarded a free kick. Their number 10, Josh Gallagher, looks as if he will take this one. They do have blue shirts forward, as you can see, roughly around the edge of the box. It will be Josh Gallagher. Can he put the ball into a good area? Here comes a set piece. Ball played in towards the back post. Header comes in, but it's simple save for Dylan Brake. Brake throws it out towards the left side. And too much on the throw out. And the Cliftonville player, he's ran into the metal fence far side of the pitch. Referee just going to check on him.
Yeah, I'd be a bit concerned. That's actually a concrete perimeter wall around there, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he's remained on the ground as the Cliftonville coaching staff come across to the far side of the pitch to check on their number 8, Cavan McGuinness. McGuinness has had a good game.
Again, no, I'm not sure it was the right decision by Dylan Brake. You know, the throw. Again, you know, some ways maybe it's just some of the execution of some of those moments in the game has just sort of haven't really come off.
.90 minutes have been played. Of course, we're into additional time here in this Harry Cavan Youth Cup final. 4 minutes of additional time have been added. Cliftonville hook it forward. Ball is just about kept in play.
It's been a disappointing second half, hasn't it? There hasn't really been any chances or shots, which is such a contrast to the first half, which was filled with excitement and energy.
Yeah, the last 20 minutes of the first half were a great watch. Ballinamallard clear their lines, taking no chances at this stage of the game, and in boxing terms it looks as if it's going to go the distance.
Yeah, which isn't a great thing for us. I'm sure we'd all have loved to have had it decided, but hopefully in extra time they open up a bit. But it unfortunately looks a lot of players tired, and you just hope it's not a mistake that leads to a goal.
Referee awards Cliftonville a free kick roughly 40 yards from goal. So Cliftonville with a set piece here. Can they produce a grandstand finish? Referee just stands where he wants the free kick to be taken from. Cliftonville's number 10, Shane Haughey, will take the set piece. We have 6 Cliftonville players inside the area. Ballinamallard with quite a high line. Here comes the set piece. Ball played in towards the back post. And Ballinamallard player turns on it, and the ball goes behind for a Cliftonville corner.
This is it. I would say this is the last kick now. There's obviously been a few injuries, but I think we're approaching what you would call the last kick of the game. So big opportunity for Cliftonville here to win it at the death.
I think you're right, Bobby. You'd imagine this will be the last play of the game.
They need to be careful the referee doesn't blow the final whistle if they want to take any longer, but again I would love to see some of these Cliftonville players starting a wee bit deeper to get themselves a run up.
It's Darragh Russell who places the ball in the corner. Here comes his corner kick, played into a crowded area. Goalkeeper gets a touch on it. Danger still not cleared. And Ballinamallard emerge with the ball. Ball was played forward, but Cliftonville defence was in the right place at the right time there. And
that will be that, I think.
Yeah, referee's whistle, full-time whistle. Not too far away, you'd imagine. Nice play from Cliftonville. Pass forward, offside flag was raised. Ball ends up in the net, but the assistant referee had the flag up early. The goal will not stand, as the referee just tells everyone to calm down.
Superb play from Cliftonville. I think there would have been a wee bit of controversy because the referee has added on substantial injury time there. I think there was 4 indicated, but it's a brilliant ball and great first touch and finish, but it was certainly one that looked very, very tight.
It was a classic finish into that bottom right corner, but to be fair to the match officials tonight, the offside flag was raised well before the shot took place. So there we have the referee's full-time whistle. It hasn't been a classic second half. It is finished scoreless here at Windsor Park in this Harry Cavan Youth Cup final. To additional time we will go. Bobby, 90 minutes. First half probably better than the second half. How would you sum it up?
Yeah, it was a disappointing second half. I think a lot of the teams started to tire and a number of the substitutes came on, and sort of as I say, just both teams sort of played as if they didn't want to lose, and hopefully now in this extra time we get a bit more urgency to try and win the game there and take a bit of a risk, because it's I think whenever you play in that way and you do, one team ultimately will lose. You play with a little bit of regret that but yes, as we see, the Cliftonville sort of coaches now are very much remonstrating that it wasn't offside, but it certainly looked like a tight one and a difficult decision for the official.
So into extra time we will go here to decide the destination of this cup. Some of the Cliftonville coaching staff speaking with the match officials. They're not happy the offside flag was raised, but of course that's not going to change now.
I suppose for a lot of these lads are only starting to get introduced to playing 90 minutes regularly too. I know there'd be, you would normally play, I suppose, up to, I'm not sure exactly what it is now, but maybe up under 15, under 16, under 17 football, but it might only be 70 minutes, and for some of these lads it is a different experience having to play 90 minutes, and certainly on a pitch like this it's a real challenge, but it looks like they're going to have to play another 10 or 20 minutes now too, so real fitness levels is going to really play a big part here, and concentration, and I really hope both teams go for it. If we can get an early goal in this extra time, I think it could really open up and be an exciting finale.
Yeah, it's, as you say, there are sets of players they've played 90 minutes, plenty of them in the last 10 minutes were going down with cramp and that sort of thing, but as you say, it's going to be a true test of fitness now.
Oh, absolutely, and I think, I see the staff in both teams look to be very busy. They're Ballinamallard ones, just getting a lot of massages there. It's hard to see who that is, but there's somebody getting both calves and hamstrings. I can see the captain Aaron Smitten getting a massage on his left calf too. So even the goalkeeper Nathan Hunter seems to be struggling with a bit of cramp. So and similar job in the Cliftonville team. But I think from my point of view, if I was a player, I would keep moving. This is been quite a substantial break between after the game. Sometimes they make you play extra time pretty quickly, but as I say, I would want to keep moving. The stoppage here doesn't always help you.
Cliftonville in shot there, their manager Mark Smith communicating with his players. Ballinamallard in shot. Their coaching staff led by Ryan Beacom, Andrew Seeney, Gareth, Glenn Denning, and Mark Stafford communicating with their players. And as you say, Bobby, it has been a lengthy interval there.
Yeah, I think that, I wonder is that, maybe it's not, I was wondering was that Sean Moore down in the dugout giving them a little bit of support, maybe it was, but they look to have a good support there. But and again, as we talked about, we can't really see the supporters from below us, but there seems to be a good support from both teams, and the Ballinamallard fans have come a long way, and they're not going to get home before midnight by the looks of it, but it's hopefully for their sake it'll be worth it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lit night.
Yeah, especially if they win, there might be good celebrations.
And we're hearing that there's roughly 600 people in tonight.
Looks like there's another Cliftonville sub coming on, and at least they're doing it now before we need another stoppage.
Yeah, Cliftonville's number 18, Kieran Boyle, is going to get some game time. And Kieran Boyle will replace Cavan McGuinness. And Cavan McGuinness was a player that collided with the concrete wall far side of the pitch.
Kieran Boyle.
So into the first period of extra time to go. Cliftonville will get us going. Cliftonville kick off. Long ball played forward by Logan Wallace, the captain. Throw in for Cliftonville, Darren McGrandles. McGrandles with the throw, finds a teammate. McGrandles back with the ball at his feet, plays it down the line. Sheehan Haughey was fouled, and Cliftonville have been awarded the free kick. Left side of the pitch. Sheehan Haughey just takes his time here. Referee will get the Ballinamallard wall back to mandatory 10 yards. Sheehan Haughey delivers. Header comes in, but it produces a simple enough save for Nathan Hunter.
Yeah, that was a superb delivery, but yet again, Ballinamallard getting the first header, and fair play to them. But I think Mark Smith will be disappointed that Cliftonville, even when the delivery is good, they don't seem to be getting on the end of any of these good set pieces. And I'm sure he would love to sub himself on, because that's one of the things that he always prided himself on.
Slightly too old at this stage.
Yeah, maybe slightly over the age category.
Ballinamallard attack down the left side. Cross comes in. So a chance for a shot. And the offside flag would have went up there, but it will be a corner to the Mallards.
Magnificent play there from Ballinamallard. Brilliant play from Hunter to get the ball out wide, and then I think it was the substitute played a lovely ball down the line to cut back, and it was very unlucky, but we look to have another Cliftonville player down with cramp, and I don't think they've any subs left.
So a corner for the Mallards. Cliftonville have a player on the ground.
I think the physio's exhausted for Cliftonville, even himself, so they've had to send on one of the coaches.
Certainly been kept busy tonight.
It'll be after the match, they'll be worried about everybody be complaining and looking them. It'd be better just running out of the place. But it does look like, Ballinamallard look a little bit fresher here now, and if Cliftonville aren't able to make a substitution, then that'll be position down Matthew McWilliams' side that'll be really targeting with his cramp, and another good opportunity for Ballinamallard. And as I said, they've got on the end of every Cliftonville set piece, and now they'll be hoping with a couple of set pieces of their own that they can try and nick a goal here. And it does look like the sort of game that one goal might win it.
Yeah, definitely does at this stage of the game. So Cliftonville player off the field of play, Matthew McWilliams. Ballinamallard with the corner, far side of the pitch. Here comes the set piece. And it's a corner which never actually enters play.
It'll be very disappointing for Ryan Beacom and his team there that you get a set piece at this point in the game. They'll be very disappointed that they couldn't get that into the mix, especially with the aerial prowess that they have. But certainly from Ballinammallard's point of view, they'll be glad with their work. There's another player going with crump, and it's the Cliftonville physio actually helping the Ballinamallard players. Oh, look at this.
Things getting heated. Ballinamallard player down injured, right in front of that Cliftonville bench, and things getting heated. It's not something we want to see. Both coaching departments.
I think it actually initially all started with the Cliftonville physio actually trying his best to help the Ballinamallard player who had cramp, but when the Ballinamallard player tried to get himself back on the pitch so that nobody would have to go off, he dragged the player back onto the pitch.
I've seen the referee bring out his red card here. It's for coaching staff, so just for clarification, no players on the field of play, but some of the coaching staff have been sent to the stand.
Looks like Ballinammallard's manager Ryan Beacom and also Cliftonville's physio, so I don't know what they're meant to do now without a physio. I've never seen a physio sent off, but I wonder will the Ballinamallard physio now have to cover for both teams. She will be absolutely exhausted.
Ballinamallard player there getting himself back in the field of play like Harry Kane about a month ago in that England game.
Yeah, well, it's a strange one. I think the Cliftonville physio is actually really trying to help and do the nice right thing to help the Ballinamallard player, but he sort of tried to seem to drag him back off the pitch when he did come onto it, and both teams looking absolutely exhausted now, so it would appear now like a mistake could be what wins it rather than a piece of individual brilliance.
Yeah, certainly getting to that territory. Ball given across the defence. Cliftonville pick it up, pass forward. Kieran Boyle, does he have the strength? Tries to make the challenge. Ballinamallard defend it well. Boyle makes the pass. Cliftonville inside the area. Ball cut back. Shot comes in off the post and into the goalkeeper's hands. The chance fell. I think it was for the number 16, Joseph Sheridan. What a golden opportunity.
Huge chance. It was magnificent defending by Aaron Smith. They first of all cut out the initial attack, but that is a massive chance there. Joseph Sheridan, I wonder how he missed. It was a great cutback. Shea Kearney's had an outstanding game and netted his mercy from 6 yards out. He'll be really disappointed that didn't go in the net, and just a little bit unlucky that came back off the post for him. But as I say, it all came from a mistake. One of the Ballinamallard players trying a cross-field pass, which led to the Cliftonville attack, and I would say that's where the root of a lot of these goals and chances could come from.
Cliftonville so close to opening the scoring. And if you're the Ballinamallard point of view, you might be thinking that it's your night when something like that happens, but
yeah, they've had a few big blocks in defensive lines, but even look now, the Ballinamallard striker there is totally isolated. There's nobody within 30 or 40 yards from him, and that's where it becomes difficult. As big as this pitch is, when they do win it, and we see again, maybe just the wrong decision there under pressure. There's only one Cliftonville player in the box, and it was a long ball played straight out, so it's disappointing because I think we saw in the first half the real opportunities of good quality that these teams have, and it's just really disappointing that they didn't take some of those earlier goals, because if they had have done, then I think it would have the game may have transitioned into a different form, but it now looks very much like a game that neither team wants to lose.
Well, we're going to see another Ballinamallard change. Kieran O'Reilly looks as if he will get some game time. Logan Wallace plays it forward for Cliftonville. Alex McGee plays it forward for the Mallards. Mallards still have it out the left side. Cross comes in, and cross which will drift behind for a Cliftonville goal kick.
Yeah, another very tired cross there, and we see yet another cramp and substitution.
Certainly looks like another case of cramp. And there comes the physio. I think it's a Ballinamallard number 11, Daniel Barker, who is just receiving some treatment.
Substitution for Ballinamallard. Coming off number 11, Daniel Barker, being replaced by number 14, Kieran O'Reilly.
So Kieran O'Reilly will get some game time. Ballinamallard forced into the change. Daniel Barker looked a pacey player, but his evening of football is over. Nice kick out from Nathan Hunter. Finds Alex Brownlee.
His distribution's been superb tonight, really has, and he's done a great job in that. He's made a couple of really good saves, and as I say, the distribution has really helped Ballinamallard get on the attack. They just haven't quite had the quality in the final third to carve out as many chances as they would have liked.
And there will be 2 periods of 10 minutes in this extra time, and we're almost at the first period of extra time is over, and we will have 2 additional minutes in this first period of extra time. Throw in taken up the line for Ballinamallard. Both sets of players battling for the ball in midfield. Ball is kept in play. Cliftonville come forward with the ball. Shane Hockey has the ball on his right foot, but again good defending from Mallard's point of view.
And you sort of get tired of saying the same things all night. You know, superb defending there, but at the same time, you know, you look at Hawley there, you take the player on, take him down the line and show a bit of quality and pace. And I think for both teams tonight, there's been different instances where they just haven't had, you know, shown that quality in the final third that they would have liked. But at the same time, you have to give credit to the defenders, because, you know, the likes of Aaron Smith here has been absolutely superb, both at left back and centre half.
Header won by Alex Brownlee. Ball played forward. Ballinamallard defence is there. Our number 7, Joshua Kellylay, back helping his side out. Cliftonville still have it. Ball played in towards the front post area.
Yeah, Ballinamallard looking tired at the back, but I don't think, you know, Kieran Boyle looks sort of a target man striker. I'm not sure that, you know, I think if Cliftonville could get somebody with a bit of pace up front in that position, they could probably exploit Ballinamallard's sort of tiredness at the back.
Nice play from Josh Gallagher. He was fouled. The referee had a great view of that. There's a referee's whistle at half-time in this first period of extra time in the game. We'll have 10 minutes to separate the teams, and if that doesn't separate the teams, a penalty shootout, and I'd say penalties is probably the most favoured outcome at this stage.
Yeah, I'll say at least there's been a bit of jam on the sidelines, but I'm still not sure what Cliftonville plan on doing if anybody gets injured. But it's exciting controversy all the same.
So, into the second period of extra time we go. It will be Ballinamallard that will get us going at this stage of the game. 10 minutes remaining, and then penalty shootout if need be. So Ballinamallard get us going in this second period of extra time. Shane Speake with the throw in. Shane Speake looks for a bit of movement, takes a throw in down the line. Cliftonville hoist it forward. Nice first touch from Joseph Sheridan. Cliftonville with the ball, they work it towards the left side of the pitch. Sean Nealon has a strike, deflected effort. It wasn't deflected in fact, and the end result there will be a Ballinamallard goal kick.
Yeah, we've had quite a number of shots from distance, but still none of them that really have threatened the goalkeeper.
Nathan Hunter, the player in shot there, as he just takes his time before taking this kick out. Takes the kick out, gets great distance on it as his kick out clears the halfway line. Hunter plays the ball out again.
Serious passing from the goalkeeper there again.
Yeah, it's not the first time you've called it. Alex McGee finds a teammate, Alex Brownlee. Referee is going to show a card. I think it's for the number 2 for Ballinamallard, Alex Brownlee. Referee showing a yellow card. Cliftonville with a free kick in their own half. Here comes the ball forward. The referee awarding Cliftonville the free kick. Free kick, right side of the pitch. Chance to swing the ball in here around the penalty spot or the 6-yard box. Cliftonville's number 4. Darren Russell places the ball, waits for the referee to blow his whistle.
I would say Cliftonville must have about 7 or 8 corners and 5 or 6 free kicks in positions like this, and they get the sort of a really tested Nathan Hunter. So it looks like it's going to be a shot from Darren Russell, and hopefully from Cliftonville's point of view they'll at least threaten the goal.
See if Cliftonville can work their goalkeeper here. Darren Russell with his left foot plays the ball into a good area.
Yet again, the delivery was really good. It's just Ballinamallard got a good height in there and getting it, but Cliftonville just don't seem to be getting men free and getting on the end of any of these.
As you say, final ball. Final finish. Cliftonville with a corner, far side of the pitch. It's going to be an in-swinging corner. Ballinamallard defend it well. Nonsense defending from Jimmy Steele. Jimmy Steele just puts the ball into the crowd. Cliftonville with the throw. 6 minutes remaining in this one now before a potential penalty shootout. Sherry Kearney take the Cliftonville throw in, takes a throw in down the line. Kearney, chance to play it first time. Did play it first time, deflected behind for a Reds corner. Dara Russell will take the latest Cliftonville corner. Here comes a set piece. Played into a decent area. Ballinamallard eventually get the ball clear. Ball played down the line. Scrappy at the minute, Bobby.
Yeah, both teams just struggling to release that. I mean, there was that 25 minutes of the first half where they were really passing out through the lines and creating opportunities, and since then, you know, the no-nonsense approach, as you say, that it's low risk rather than maybe trying to get it down. But I think Jack Barry's been a real miss from Cliftonville's point of view, and they'll be really disappointed that he's had to go off, because he was certainly a very creative spark in their team.
Yeah, Jack Barry, great performance tonight. Of course, he got injured midway through that second half. Cliftonville worked the ball out towards the near side of the pitch. Here's Shay Kearney. Kearney runs into trouble though. Shane Speak for the Mallards. Brings it forward. Plays the ball into the box. Cliftonville defend it. Here's Kieran Boyle. Boyle plays it forward for Cliftonville. Sean Nealon. Nealon makes the pass.
This is where energy levels will really kick in and all your pre-season running, and this is where it's all going to be worth it and make the difference.
Pass down the line for Cliftonville. Cross comes in, and it was Aaron Smeaton cut out the danger.
I think the physio must be thinking she needs a cramp check or something.
So Ballinamallard with another player just receiving treatment at the minute. Roughly 2.5 minutes to go until the referee's full-time whistle, and then it's going to be a penalty shootout more than likely to decide the outcome of this game. And Bobby, with roughly a minute and a half on the clock to go, it's who is your man of the match?
It could be the Ballinamallard physio. She's done more work than others, but no, there's been a number of very good performers. I think Jack Barry's been superb for Cliftonville and Kearney too, but I think I'm going to go for Aaron Smitten at the back for Ballinamallard. I think they've defended really well themselves, and Armstrong and Steele have done superbly well for Ballinamallard, and a performance that Mark Stafford would have been proud of. So I'm going to go with Aaron Smitten at Ballinamallard, the captain, but it could have gone to a number of those Ballinamallard defenders, and certainly a game that was very hotly contested. I think we have to go for a defender in a 0 each draw. Yeah. Although I'm still holding it out that we might get a winner yet.
Defender certainly makes sense.
Yeah, Nathan Hunter had a very good game in nets too for Ballinamallard, as I say, some superb catches and great distribution too. So been a lot of talent on show, and hopefully, as I say, we'll get a goal.
Throw in taken up the line for Cliftonville. We're into the final minute of the game. Ball played over the top. Cliftonville, their number 3, Dara McGrandles, credit to him. He was back helping his side when it mattered. 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, great turn of pace there when he most needed it.
McGrandles in possession. Throw in goes the way of Cliftonville, as the 4th official will be raising his board, and he has signalled 1 minute of additional time here, so 1 minute left.
We could play for another 120, 110 minutes and right now gotta go.
Additional time, that's 1 minute additional time.
He did say that earlier about playing the midnight, in fairness.
Disappointing. After all the chances in the first half, I'd never have envisaged a nil each.
Cliftonville play a long ball forward. Strong defending. Jimmy Steele brings it forward for the Mallards. Steele then plays the pass and overhits his pass.
That's been the story of the game there. Superb defender from Steele, drives out brilliantly, and then just maybe wrong decision in the final third. But again, a great learning experience for a number of these players, and unfortunately we don't look like we're going to get a grandstand finish of a goal later on, so looks like it'll be penalties.
Yeah, it looks as if it's on the blow here. The referee does blow his whistle. Referee blows his whistle. These players have played for 110 minutes. Nothing between the sides.
That's not even including all the injury time in each of the four halves that have finished.
So it's going to be a penalty shootout to decide the outcome of this game. So after 110 minutes here at the National Stadium, it's going to take a penalty shootout to decide the destination of this Harry Cavan Youth Cup final. Full time it finished Cliftonville Strollers 0, Ballinamallard United under-18s 0. So to a penalty shootout we will go. Match referee and his team tonight certainly earned their money. The game going the distance.
You never really want to see any game decided in this way, but I'm glad that it will come to a conclusion one way or the other in the coming minutes. But now, as I say, both teams have defended very well, but they're now going to have to take the opportunity to try their best to score. And I suppose with the number of subs that both teams have had to make, I'd say a number of their key penalty takers have been taken off because there has been a number of attacking players subbed off already.
Yeah, and forced changes due to injury.
Exactly.
Yeah. Both captains go through the coin toss, and the penalty shootout will take place at the railway end at Windsor Park. So
I think that makes a huge difference when there's no supporters
behind either goal. So the two goalkeepers tonight, can they make a name for themselves? Can they be a hero? There's a man in shot, Nathan Hunter, the Ballinamallard goalkeeper. En route to this final, he was involved in a penalty shootout against Carrick Rangers. Ballinamallard came through that. He was the hero in that round against Carrick Rangers. Can he be the hero tonight? And there is the other goalkeeper in shot, Dylan Brake. Referee speaks to both goalkeepers, obviously telling them that the referee's assistant will be watching them, making sure they're in the goal line. Cliftonville will take the first penalty. Their number 6, Shay Kearney. Shay Kearney will take this spot kick. So here we go, first penalty of the evening. Referee blows his whistle. Shay Kearney scores, fires into the net, and Cliftonville 1-0 ahead.
Yeah, good penalty, well slotted away. And I always think the advantage is with the team that gets to hit the penalty first, and especially if you scored. So good start for Cliftonville, and now heaps all the pressure on the Ballinamallard captain and my man of the match, Aaron Smitten. So hopefully he doesn't let me down.
Yes, Aaron Smitten about to take his penalty, places the ball, the captain. The referee has a word with the Cliftonville goalkeeper, Dylan Brake. Aaron Smitten just waits for the whistle. Here he goes. Beautiful penalty in the top left corner.
Yeah, sometimes you think when the referee stops that, the goalkeeper's antics, it almost it helps the goalkeeper. It's a bit of a long wait there for Smitten, but lovely penalty and keeps it level for us.
Yes, both teams scoring their penalty so far. Cliftonville with the next one. Their number 5, Logan Wallace, their captain, comes up to take the spot kick. Here we go. And it's saved by Nathan Hunter. A fine save to the goalkeeper's right. And that's advantage to Ballinamallard. Ballinamallard player walks forward. It's their number 16, Keelan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, Hunter's had a superb game, and very well could have won man of the match. And great save down there to his right hand side. And
in fact, it's Shane Speak. Just testing my eyesight. They're number 15.
Yeah, it's difficult to see some of those numbers.
Shane Speak with the penalty, and his penalty in the bottom left corner. So Ballinamallard 2-1 ahead.
Yeah, great penalty there, to be fair. Dylan Brake went the right way and was very unlucky not to save it. But I always think when you're hitting a penalty, hit it low and hard, and you give yourself a great opportunity. And he has done that, and now there's a lot of pressure on Shane Hawkey to score here, because if Ballinamallard can get a 2-goal cushion in this penalty shootout, it'll be very hard to overturn that.
Yeah, Shane Hawkey with the pressure on his back here. Shane Hawkey places the ball with his right foot. There he goes, and it's saved again. Another fine save from Nathan Hunter. So Cliftonville have hit 3 penalties. They've scored 1. And as you said, Bobby, this is a big chance to get a 2-goal cushion.
I mean, it was an unbelievable save there by Nathan Hunter. In fairness to Hawkey, he did everything right. He hit it fairly well into the bottom corner, and that was a brilliant save. So I'm sure Hunter will be delighted with that. But any penalty that's missed, you're disappointed with. But in fairness to Hawkey, he hit it well. But big opportunity now for Ballinamallard. If they can get this penalty, then they'll big stronghold in the game.
Ben Arnold, here we go. Hammers the ball home. Ballinamallard scoring their 3rd penalty, 3 from 3. Cliftonville, Kieran Boyle
Must score.
has to score. Kieran Boyd places the ball on the spot, waits for the referee's whistle. And Boyd's effort off both posts. Ballinamallard have won the Harry Cavan Youth Cup final. It's taken, the game has went the distance and they've won it via a penalty shootout. Ballinamallard, and their hero tonight has to be their goalkeeper, Nathan Hunter. He saved 2 in that shootout, and congratulations to the Mallards who have won the trophy.
Yeah, I'm delighted for Ballinamallard. It's fantastic for a championship club to take on all the Premiership opposition, and they seem to have brought a fantastic crowd tonight, so fair play to them. That was a brilliant victory for them, and one that they well deserved. They defended magnificently all night, and when it came to the penalties, to score all 3 was a magnificent achievement. And as you say, Hunter had a great game in nets, and my man of the match didn't let me down. Aaron Smith started his penalty home too, but disappointing for Cliftonville because they put an awful lot of effort into that, and they'll be really disappointed that they didn't capitalise on some of the chances that they had, particularly in the first half, because there was a number of opportunities there. They've probably won the game a couple of times over, but one that they will learn a lot of lessons from as good young players there.
Folks, just a reminder that there will be no presentation if anyone makes their way onto the field to play.
So there we have it. It's game went the distance tonight, 110 minutes. Ballinamallard winning the trophy via a penalty shootout. The final Cliftonville penalty coming off both posts back out into the field of play.
It's very fine margins, isn't it? And Cliftonville hit the post themselves, and then one of their penalties later hitting the post again. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Those Ballinamallard players will be just delighted to get the win, and they'll not worry about any of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a late night by the time they get back to County Fermanagh, as Ballinamallard applaud and celebrate with their friends and family, everyone who made the journey tonight. This will be their 3rd time lifting the Harry Cavan Youth Cup. The last time the Mallards won the trophy was back in 2006. And they can add their name to their trophy this year. 2023. Ballinamallard United. And that man in shot there, Nathan Hunter. What a fine display from him, especially in the penalty shootout.
Yeah, absolutely. And see Mark Smith there complaining to the referees. There was a couple of tight offside calls, but I think you have to take ownership of the game itself. And I think when Clifton will look back, they had a number of opportunities there that they could have won the game, and a few other times, particularly in the first half, that they could have continued to try and play in that same vein with their passing. But lots of lessons for them to learn, and I'm sure that they'll take that into the next season.
There we have the red carpet going to be rolled out here for the presentation. Presentation not too far away. As we can see, the ground staff are moving the hoardings out. Cliftonville in shot there. It's a heartbreaking and gutting way for them to lose this final. And we have the winning team in shot, celebrating, raising the club flag. What a journey it's been for Ballinamallard to win this trophy. The first round of this competition they got a bye. The second round they defeated Trojans by 2-1. The third round they defeated Dungannon Youth by 4-0. Quarter final they defeated Carrick Rangers on penalties, 5-4 on penalties. So this is their second penalty shootout of the competition. Semi-finals they beat Maiden City by 2-1, and tonight obviously it finished 0-0, and Ballinamallard won the penalty shootout by 3-1. Cliftonville missing 3 of their 4, as we just see the Cliftonville players in shot.
Andy Johnson there getting the red carpet properly directed, just seems like we're all getting it well into operation, well said.
Yeah, the red carpet just getting a few alterations here. It'll be interesting going ahead, Bobby. As I mentioned, the last time Ballinamallard won the Harry Cavan Youth Colour was 2006, and roughly 6 or 7 years after that was probably the golden era for Ballinamallard in terms of men's football. Be interesting to see if the like of that happens again.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I was just trying to figure out where those players were walking to, but we're still getting the presentation. Yeah, absolutely. I think if you're a Ballinamallard player, you'd be looking at the senior team being in the championship and a good manager in Harry McConkie who gives young players an opportunity. And if they can get 3 or 4 players out of this team into their first team, it'll really help push their sort of promotion push. And it's great that there's someone like Mark Stafford who's in the first team and other players like Richard Clark and are great young players for them to role model and to sort of watch upon. So no, a great opportunity for them, and I'm sure they'll have learned a lot from tonight and they'll really enjoy their celebrations.
Both sets of players lining up here for the presentation of the trophy. Of course, different emotions.
A lonely place now for the Cliftonville players. They just want to get their medal and get into the change now. It's been quite a long wait, and I'm sure they're just desperate to get back in.
Done.
Yeah, just.
In terms of youth football, obviously I know this is a cup final. Not too often in youth football you get the likes of a 0-0.
No, it's not, especially on a pitch of this size. It would have been very tight, but I think there was a couple of opportunities there in the game. Could have had a penalty, a few that hit the post, but as you say, it's been quite a rarity, and Cliftonville will maybe look back at that goal in the very last moment of the game that was given as an offside as one that they'll be really disappointed about.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to make the presentations of the trophies and medals, and first up is for the man of the match, presented by Irish FA President Conrad Kirkwood, which goes to Aaron Smith.
So there we have confirmation of the man of the match. Aaron Smith picks up the man of the match award tonight. The captain for Ballinamallard, he does have some first team experience. He scored his penalty, and this will be a night he'll never forget.
Absolutely, I think it could have gone to a number of players in that Ballinamallard defence, and Nathan Hunter might come hunting for me, excuse the pun, after his penalty heroics. But no, delighted for the Ballinamallard.
Next up is for our officials, presented by Chairman of the Junior Youth Cup Committee, Wayne Glenn, and our officials Tom Symington, Finton Coyle, Sam Naylor, and our fourth official, Jonathan Cartwell.
Of course, we have the awards now for the refereeing team tonight. Tom Symington, Sam Naylor, Finton Coyle, and the fourth official, Jonathan Cartmill, picking up their awards. Referees done a good job tonight. No massive incidents, really.
No, I seem to do a good job and control the game well, and as I say, let the game flow. And no, it was an enjoyable game, certainly for all involved.
Next up, folks, please show your appreciation for our runners-up, presented by the Junior Youth Committee, End the Love for Cliftonville.
Cliftonville runners-up tonight as they go to collect their awards. Wasn't their night. Took 110 minutes plus a penalty shootout to separate these sides as the Reds go up to pick up their medals.
And folks, please show your appreciation for our Harry Cavan Youth Cup Final 2023 champions, Ballinamallard.
Ballinamallard going up to collect their winners' medals. Plenty of them are limping up after playing that amount of football.
Yeah, I'm surprised some of them aren't crawling up, but no, it's a fantastic achievement for them and for a regional club, not in the Premiership, to be able to win this is a magnificent achievement, and I'm delighted for them. And as I say, for both teams, it's a great experience to be able to play at the National Stadium, and I'm sure they'll really cherish these memories, particularly those Ballinamallard players, and quite a number of them have had really good games. And thankfully the incident with the manager and the physio being sent off hasn't overshadowed what was a good occasion for all those young players, and an event which was very well put on by all the staff at the Irish FA.
And winning in at Windsor Park as well, special.
Absolutely, yeah, it's memories they'll never forget, and it seems to be a great crowd here and stuff too.
Aaron Smighton.
Ballinamallard captain, their number 3, Aaron Smighton, goes up to pick up his medal. Then it will be time for the trophy presentation. So here we have it, Ballinamallard about to be presented with the Harry Cavan Youth Cup. Their captain, Aaron Smeaton, joins his teammates and lifts the trophy. Congratulations to Ballinamallard United under-18s. They lift the Harry Cavan Youth Cup. It took 110 minutes plus a penalty shootout for them to win the trophy. Look what it means to them as they celebrate. It's their 3rd trophy of this kind. The last time they won it was 2006, and they can add the year 2023 to the club's name. Congratulations to all at Ballinamallard United. Bobby, overall, how would you sum it up? Final thoughts?
No, it was brilliant. It was a good occasion, really well run by the IFA, and as I say, I'm delighted for the Ballinamallard players to get an opportunity, and hopefully now we'll start to see a number of these players playing in the first team, because particularly, you know, how good a defensive display they put in the grit that both teams showed to finish the game out in such tough conditions with how long it ran on. It was a brilliant game, and I look forward to trying to follow the progress of a number of these players.
Very well said. So congratulations to Ballinamallard United under-18s and their head coach Ryan Beacon. They have done the business and they have won the Harry Cavan Youth Cup this season in the year 2023. Congratulations to all at Ballinamallard United. Only thing left to say from the commentary team this evening, from Bobby Burns and myself, Johnny Martin, is thanks very much for watching and good evening.